everybody. I wanted to do a quick refresher on the excretory system in humans. So up on the board I have a nephron, and I'm going to go into nephron structure and nephron function. But first, as a reminder, excretion is all about getting rid of metabolic waste. Waste that your cells have made that would become toxic if you didn't get rid of them. Nitrogen is the component that forms ammonia by deamination. When you remove an amino group from an amino acid, it combines with a hydrogen ion and forms ammonia. Your liver takes the ammonia, combines it with carbon and oxygen and forms urea. And then urea flows through your blood. When the blood goes through your kidney filters the urea out of the blood and releases it as urine. It's also a chance for your body to balance everything. If it has too much water, get rid of some of the water. If it has too much sodium, get rid of some of the sodium. If it doesn't have enough water, keep some of the water. Anything that might be out of balance, this is a chance to maintain a good homeostatic level of fluids in your blood. So each kidney has about 1 million of these nephron structures. They start off with a blood vessel, an afferent, which means it's coming in, capillary. And that capillary forms a ball called a glomerulus, and that ball is surrounded by a structure called Bowman's capsule. So Bowman's capsule is the first part of the nephron, and because these capillaries are present with the Bowman's capsule around it, it exerts a high pressure on the substances in the plasma of the blood. So substances are going to travel out of the capillary into Bowman's capsule, into this tube. Things that will actually pass through these membranes: water, salt, glucose, vitamins, urea. All of those things become what's called filtrate. Things that are large, red blood cells, white blood cells, they're not going to move across. They're going to stay in your blood. The filtrate then moves from Bowman's capsule into the proximal convoluted tubule. So if we think about the job of the kidney, there's 3 jobs overall: filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. Filtration just happened to form the filtrate. Reabsorption is how your body says, wait, don't get rid of that, I want it back. So reabsorption is going to happen here in the proximal convoluted tubule. Glucose, you didn't eat sugar so that you could pee out sugar. You ate sugar so that it could go to your cells for respiration to give you energy. So we want the glucose to be reabsorbed. We want proteins to be reabsorbed. We want water to be reabsorbed. We want salts to be reabsorbed. We want vitamins to be reabsorbed. All of those things will go from the tubule into capillaries that are surrounding the tubule. Then the tube starts to go down, and it goes from this portion right here would be the cortex of the kidney, and here would be the medulla of the kidney. So the loop of Henle dips down into the medulla. And as it goes down, there are literally thousands of aquaporins, channel proteins that are like, let the water out, let the water out, let the water out. Water is moving high to low concentration, and it is going to be reabsorbed into the bloodstream. Perfect, because we are a terrestrial animal, meaning we live on land, meaning we're always concerned about being dehydrated. We're not aquatic. We don't have this constant supply of water. We need to drink water all day to keep our cells in good osmotic standing. As it goes up the loop of Henle, everything changes. There's no more aquaporins, there's no more movement of water. Instead, there are special channel proteins that are gated ion proteins. They allow ions like sodium and like chlorine to go back into your blood. Why? We need them. You need sodium for all of your nerve contractions, and you're eventually going to need it to stimulate muscle contractions as well. So you need sodium and chlorine to be reabsorbed. By the time we get up here to 5, we're pretty late in the tube. And late in the tube is where secretion happens. Secretion means there are things in your blood that your body actually says, you know what, you're taking out the trash, take out this too. I do not want this substance in my body and in my blood, so urinate it out. So substances like penicillin If that accumulates in your body because you were taking it for an infection, this is how your body gets rid of it. It secretes it from the blood into this distal convoluted tubule. So it now is becoming a part of the filtrate. The filtrate then comes into the collecting tubule, and there could be several nephrons coming into one collecting tubule. The collecting tubule actually ends up forming the ureter, so they all come together and they go all the way down from the cortex through the medulla all the way to the renal pelvis where the ureter forms from. Now this is where ADH is very active. ADH is a hormone called antidiuretic hormone. And antidiuretic prevents you from becoming dehydrated. A diuretic dehydrates you. An antidiuretic does not allow you to become dehydrated. So what it does is it opens up more pores to let more water be reabsorbed by your body. So again, your body, constantly trying to maintain homeostasis, undergoing feedback mechanisms, will constantly regulate your osmotic level. And if there is not enough osmotic level, meaning your water level's gone down, your body signals antidiuretic hormone to be released. And antidiuretic hormone will open up aquaporins and cause more water to go from the filtrate into your blood, therefore allowing you to be more hydrated and your urine to be more concentrated. If there is anything that interferes with antidiuretic hormone, such as alcohol, it will make the antidiuretic hormone inhibit or not work, which means instead of conserving water for your body, it lets the water out, produces non-concentrated, larger volumes of water than needed, and causes you to be dehydrated. That is our refresher of the nephron. I will also be posting a link to those 2 animations so that you can go in and watch those as well. I firmly believe that if you go through, watch my video, do Cornell notes from the book and from the animations, you will really be able to memorize these steps, and not just memorize, but understand how would this make the waste that our body needs to get rid of. And if you think about it for a minute, if someone's kidneys stop functioning, they're not able to get rid of that nitrogen waste. And so they would have to go on to dialysis, which is where the blood actually goes out of your body through a machine, remove the urea and the waste, and then put the clean blood back into your body. That's what dialysis machines do.